afternoon. It's Wednesday, 2 o'clock, and we're live with Renska. And look, we've got Molly in her new onesie.
I'll just put the hood up.
Oh, you do have to put the hood up.
I don't ordinarily drink a brew this time.
This made your day, didn't it?
Yes, Christmas has come early. It's even got a patch on the bottom.
It has got a patch on the bottom, and it's black and gold in our colours, but it is missing one fundamental... Yeah, it doesn't have pockets.
Oh, but Frey said we should get myself a bum bag, and then I can have a bit of pig oil, a bit of lucerne spray, and a few treats.
Oh, what a good idea. There you go. We need a Molly bum bag.
Yeah.
It looks very snug and cosy.
When it's windy.
Oh, and I'm sure the rain will come back so that you can properly test it.
So hopefully soon.
Yeah, we just need to get them to redesign it with a pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a happy Molly. Hi, Kim. Molly does love the pig oil. Yeah, thank you, Kim, for that.
I've used 15 litres of it since I've been here.
15 litres?
Yeah, because it's
Have you?
5 yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Like, do you want me to calm down
Yeah.
a bit?
No, but it's made a huge difference. You know, their legs have been so much better. So I don't know whether anyone's able to hear Molly because obviously I've not got a microphone on you at the moment. So anyway, yes. So thank you for the pig oil. That always keeps Molly happy, and if Molly's happy, she keeps the horses happy, and then everybody's happy. Hi, Diane. Anyway, we're going to go for a little mooch out with Ren. I'm hoping that I can keep you live, but I don't have a lot of battery left on my phone, so we'll go as far as we can. Right, I will see you shortly. So it's a little quieter with vehicles here today, although we did just have 4 Electricity Northwest vehicles here. I've had lots of conversations with them. They won't let me film them, which is a bit sad, but there we go, never mind. There's the Shippen. Some of you will have seen on the live. I had a chat to Edward because he and his team have been doing all the stone facing. Monique, be careful with your wishes, Molly. Remember the left-handed scissors. Absolutely. Yeah, she's going to end up with about 100 litres of pig oil. I don't know whether you can hear me okay because it is quite windy today. I do have the microphones on, but sometimes the wind does still affect how much you can hear. Now, Renske has her new back shoes on because last time I took her out, she was stumbling a little bit behind because she was quite bare on her back feet. So I'm quite keen to see how she goes today. I wasn't going to take you down to the girls' turnout, even though it's all pretty much done on the outside now. I thought that we'd save that for another time, and obviously we've got the live official opening coming up on the 14th of December, and I did get some good footage down there today that I'll obviously share with you all on a vlog. So I think we'll just go out for a nice peaceful little mooch down the roads. It sounds good, thank you, Shane. Hello, Pays Howell. Hello to anybody who's joining, whether you're one of our regulars or whether you're joining us for the first time. You get the true clip-clop today because, as I say, Renska now has 4 shoes on her feet. And I don't think we'll go round the village, just because I think that might be a little bit far for her today. I think I'll take you up to the road on the right. Oh, Ren, are you telling me that you want to go down Greenbank Lane? Okay, I'm going to leave it that Ren's going to decide where we're going. And she wanted to head down this way, so that's what we'll do. Even if we just get you to the start of the village and back, it's better than nothing. And I never get bored of the road, so I don't see why any of you should. And clearly Ren doesn't get bored of it either. Hi, Annie. So I hope you're all having a good Wednesday, middle of the week, and that you've got a bit of sunshine like we have today. absolutely, Monique. Thank you for correcting that person. It isn't Mr. Ed, it's Renska, the golden girl, or Auntie Ren as we call her. And in her day, the speed queen. In her head, she would still be the speed queen, but we don't expect that from her these days. Thursday? It's not Thursday, it's Wednesday, isn't it? I'm sure it's Wednesday. I don't think I've missed a day. But please correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's Thursday where you are. So yes, if anybody's got any particular questions, then do please ask away. More than happy to answer any questions about the horses, about life at the farm, all random things. If I can answer, then I will do. Otherwise, I'll just waffle away about who knows what. Hi Heather, what's up? Have a Merry Christmas to you and my little Christmas angel. Ah, Merry Christmas to all of you as well. It is December now, we need to start thinking about Christmas. I haven't really thought about it much yet. But Lisa's busy in the office, back at the yard, getting some Christmas decorations up. Hi Peg. Oh no, sorry Aggie. Sorry, the sun is so bright it's reflecting on the screen, so apologies if I get anyone's name wrong or I don't see your comment. Have a nice day. This is so chill to watch. Good. I'm glad. Anyone who's whether you're having a stressful day, a stressful time in life, just sit back and join us. Put that Friesian smile on your face, because there's always a reason to smile. And just switch off from whatever's going on in your world, or in the world in general, because I know there's often things that aren't very pleasant going on out there. I try not to bother myself with them. If I can't do anything about it, what's the point in worrying? Oh, hello Stephen, welcome back. Hi Ruth. Oh, Ren, what are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, isn't it beautiful to have winter sunshine? We had a foul day here on Monday with the rain. So you have to make the most of days like this. We'll go up here and I can show you some of the little Exmoor ponies in the field. Hi Paul. And it's always lovely to hear anybody loves the channel. We love anyone on the channel if you're animal lovers and you've got nice things to say. There's the little Exmoor ponies, and I think there's a Dartmoor pony in there as well. A few of David's sheep. So David, some of you will know, who did all our fencing in the girls' turnout area. His sheep. They often escape into our field, but I think they're in their own for now. Oh, Ren. So Renske has had an exciting few days. Some of you, any of our regulars, you'll know that on Saturday's Feeding Time Live that Frey and I brought to you, we went down to feed the boys, and there should only be 2 of them in there at the moment, and there were 3 black beasties in there. And it turned out Renske, who's usually free reigning around the yard, had decided that she needed to be down with the boys for a bit. So we left her down there because she was quite happy and they were quite happy. Hello, very happy Mondays. I'm glad you caught my live too. Annie, you've loved horses your whole life. Yeah, once you've got a love of horses, it never disappears. Anyway, Renske came in on Monday to have her shoes done. She is a flirt. She absolutely is the biggest flirt. She always has been, Monique. And she came in on Monday. We kept up at the yard so she could free rein again, and she decided to go back down there and climb over the wall and go back with the boys. But you know what? If that makes her happy, that's fine. I think if Uber was down there, we probably wouldn't have left her down there, because Uber is a bit of a ladies' man. Oh, that was a good timing to start talking about Uber, wasn't it, Kim? When you're asking how he's doing. So he probably would have started to bully Ice and Hunnis a bit more if there was a lady in the equation. He's doing okay, you know. We've kept him on the sloppy feeds, and because we can't really get him out on grass at the moment, it's a bit difficult to do the grass trial. So we know that we're safe if we're giving him the soaked meadow nuts every day, because we know he can clear his stomach with those. So Molly, Lisa and Frey are just trying to give him changes of scenery as much as possible. So he's going from the turnouts, he goes on the walker for a bit, and then he's been going in the arena, and around the edge of the arena there are little bits of grass that are growing, so he can pick away at those in between his 6 feeds he gets a day. And I think he's adjusting to it. It's not a good long-term plan for him, but certainly over the winter, when you know it's difficult to get him out on grass the right length, then that's what we'll do. And if it takes till the spring to do a proper grass test with him, then we'll do that. But I think, you know, it comes back to what I was saying a while ago about getting more trackways around the farm, so we can manage what they're eating better and rotationally graze the different areas that we've got. Once we've got more of those tracks in place, then we'll be able to manage him and his needs a little bit better, as well as some of the others. Because certainly the ones that are getting older, you know, when they've got dental problems like Hoytzer has, or if there is any risk of something like gastroparesis or megaesophagus, which are both things that Friesians unfortunately are cursed with, then the more we improve the facilities and the efficiency of the way we work with the facilities that we've got, then the better care we can offer to these horses. And we can only do that thanks to all of you. Yes, Paul, thank you for answering that. Yes, she is a lovely Friesian. Thank you very much, Eddie. God bless you too. Hello, Aperture Science, and anybody else on here whose name I don't see. Oh, Ren. She's very woolly. She's very fluffy right now, aren't you? But Ren was very lucky. She had a nice session of PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, before we came out. So hopefully that's sort of loosened her up a little bit, because when it's cold, when they're arthritic like Renska is, they do tend to feel it more, and then that can cause tension and inflammation through the body, and that's where the Hofmag system, which is the PEMF, is absolutely invaluable. So as much as possible, we try and get as many of the horses treated with that throughout the week. And I believe that Molly and Frey are going to be giving little Smurfy, little Prince, his first well, it won't be his first Hofmag session, but because he's had a session with Mel before, but he'll be having that this afternoon. So I'm sure if you look out for the next Frey Day vlog, you'll see some of that. Aperture science, what is life? What in general, or what is life? I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but if you explain a little more, I'll do my best to answer. Gerald Scholl, that's an interesting question. Did God make a horse for mankind to ride? No, and I think, although I'm riding now, I don't believe that horses are put on this planet just for people to ride. You know, this is a tiny part of life with a horse. And in fact, today I'm simply being a passenger. I know Renska inside out and back to front, and I know that it makes her happy to come out and have a change of scenery, and she's happy for me to be on her back. But it's not something that I believe all horses are happy about or that they should be used for. And I'm assuming that you're new to our channel, but if you do want to have a look at what we do, we are great believers that horses are here not just for the purpose of human gratification and pleasure. They're sentient beings in their own right. They have emotions, personalities, characters. What are you looking at, sweetheart? And they're ultimately incredibly kind, and what they give back to us just on the ground is priceless. Well, Gerald, thank you for joining us, and you know, if you do like what you see and you are an animal lover, you're very welcome to join our very lovely, friendly, supportive community. Paul, Aperture, life is what you make it. Given circumstances, ability, limitations, terms and conditions apply. Okay. Annie, you follow us. Thank you very much. And thank you to anybody, any new subscribers. I believe we picked up a few new subscribers this morning from our live. And as I say, you know, this is just really a space where you can switch off from whatever else is going on in the outside world and just enjoy the company of these beautiful horses, as well as the company of us, all of those that we have here, our team that look after them and make sure that they're cared for in the way that any animal should be cared for. Kim, you're glad that Uber is feeling better. We're all glad. I think Freya is particularly glad. Annie, how old am I? I think I'm 54. I think I am. In my mind, I'm 35, but I think we'll go with 54. Hi, Kathleen in Boston. Thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you enjoy what we share. A lot of it is very random. A lot of it is just literally life as it happens. If you look at the vlogs, we don't tend to stage anything. And if you don't have time to watch the vlogs through the week, then I tend to every Monday just do a weekly update to keep you in touch with what's going on at the farm and what's going on with all of the horses. Because I know not everybody has time to sit down and watch videos that are very often over half an hour long. You know, we did initially try and keep the videos to about sort of 15 minutes, but there's so much that happens here every single day that yeah, it's hard to contain it in just a short video. Anyway, I think we're probably just going to go down to this gap where the cars end and then head back. Karen, you love the long videos, thank you very much. And I have to say, they are kind of the least time consuming to make in lots of ways, because then basically whatever we film through the day, we can just pop it all together and then share it with you without having to edit too much. That's funny, Paul. Sorry. I like that comment. But yeah, this channel isn't really for sort of promoting lots of other things. You know, just like I don't do any sort of brand promotion, because, you know, I leave that to other people to do. I'll tell you about products or things that we use and do, you know, not because we have any affiliation with them. Hello, Mary-Ann Maris. Hi, Gabrielle. Hiya. You woke up at 5 inches of snow in Colorado. Oh my goodness, my sister is in Colorado. I'll have to message her. Wish you could ride ponies out there with you. Well, you know, you can just come along with us and imagine that you are riding Renska. Rage Against Ice Cream. Love to see it. Love to see what? Well, it's lovely of you all to come riding with me and Ren. It is a good escape from politics. Who wants politics? Ugh. No, anything like that. Never been a fan of politics. Kim, you were hoping to see the village when you came to visit, but the sat-nav took me a different way. Oh no! Well, Kim, I'm glad that you're going to be coming back, and yeah, you're going to have to see the village then. It's such a lovely village, and I will get you out round there again, but as I've been filming a lot this morning and did the live this morning, and I've not been in the office to recharge my phone, unfortunately I only have about 30% battery left, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to take you around the village. And also I don't want to push Ren to do any more than she's ready for. Hi Lindsay, and I saw your message earlier and I'm absolutely delighted with that. That's going to be lovely to see you again. So anybody on here who doesn't know about it, we're doing the official opening of the girls' new quarters, their palace and playground as I keep calling it now, on the 14th of December. We're going to be live streaming it, and we do have some tickets available for anybody who wants to join us on the day here at the farm. So if you would like to, you can head over to the website and check it out on there. Otherwise, just join us live, and we've got Anne from Fran Productions, which is Frey and Anne Productions, that I'm sure you'll see a vlog later today. She's going to be doing the filming so that I can concentrate a little bit on what the horses are doing and you know, chatting to everybody who comes along on the day, and we'll do a few sort of interviews of people who've been involved in the project and get their feedback. And I'll tell you a little bit more about some of the history of the farm and the horses and some of the carriages that we've got down there, and anything else you really want to know. Oh, is it your birthday present from the family? Oh, what a lovely, thoughtful family. Annie, I appreciate you keep asking, but we're not here for that. We're not here to promote lots of other people, so people can choose to follow whoever they like. But yeah, it's we're not here just to promote other people. You know, we're here for just people to escape the outside world and enjoy a hack down the road with the lovely Renska. and her little bit of mud on her neck there. There we go, that's gone now. So I'm just going to take you back up the lane. This is Greenbank Lane. Sorry to give you the same view again. Ruth, I've just had a relaxing few hours watching this morning's live, and now you're on this live, so I now well and truly have a Friesian smile. We like that. I've got a Friesian smile right now as well. I had a massive Friesian smile earlier when I went down, and I was actually filming as the digger left site, the digger that came to site back at the end of August, 14 weeks ago, to start the work on the girls' turnout. And the whole of the front area, their playground, has been finished off. There's a few things left to do, like the water harvesting tanks, but it just looks stunning. And, you know, I know that once the horses go in there, it'll never look that pretty again, because, you know, they'll make a mess of it. But it looks fantastic right now. I think it is going to be quite emotional, Kim. So I'll either get emotional on the day and cry lots, or I'll manage to hold it in and then I'll have a drink in the evening and then I'll cry then. It's still really hard to believe, you know. I just can't stop looking at it, and looking at the girls down there who are looking longingly at that space, wanting to go in. It just makes my heart burst every time I look. Thank you, Kath. We try to make the channel as peaceful as possible, although some of the videos get a little bit noisy with all the work that we've had going on. But you'll have seen some of the lovely short videos that Frey's been putting together recently, just of some older footage of all the girls and boys. Lindsay, you've been doing the same, jumping from live to live and a couple on catch up. Oh, total bliss. Neo the rat cat, your horse is so cute. Did you hear that, Renska? Are you cute? She's very beautiful, aren't you, Renpen? Yeah. But her ears are always forward when she's out hacking. She loves it. You know, she's getting on now, so, you know, the body's not quite as agile as she used to be, but which is why we just have like little gentle potters out now and again. Thank you, Annie. She is well behaved, you know, she's been there, done it, bought the t-shirt. There's not a lot that she hasn't been exposed to. She's a horse in a million, that I've always said I can trust with my life. You know that she looks after you. In the early days, I think I backed her when she was 4 or 5 years old, and she was very, very keen, and she loved her gallops, but, you know, she wasn't ever dangerous with it. Oh, we've got jets. See the jets up there? 3 of them today. Lindsay, you like the noisy antics of Anne and Frey. They are a cracking double act, aren't they? Joan Miller, so cute and well behaved, my favourite breed, Friesians. Well, funnily enough, Friesians are my favourite breed as well. I love all animals, but Friesians are the best. But I am very biased. Annie, I might have to start removing your comments soon. She seems very desensitised. I think she's just, you know, all of our horses trust us, and they know that we respect them, and if we have trust and faith in them, they'll have it in us. We never make a fuss about things. So even if, you know, like those jets going over, some people with a horse would get a bit panicky themselves and think, oh my God, this is going to scare my horse. And because they feel that themselves, that translates to the horse, and that energy makes them feel that there's something to be scared of. So it's really important to be aware of your energy level when you're around any kind of animal. And as I say, if you get stressy, then the chances are that an animal around you is going to get stressy, because they pick up on your energy. So there's times where I've been riding out, and I'll see people with dogs, and they sort of tuck themselves into the hedge and they grab hold of their dog, and then they'll say, oh, my dog's not used to horses. And I'm thinking, well, you're never going to get them used to horses if whenever you see a horse, you grab hold of them and make them think it's something to worry about. But these are all things that I've just learnt over the years, and some people don't think of until they're made aware of it. Sorry, jumping back to the comments. Neo, how tall is Renska? She's about 16'2". Kim, yeah, Edwin can sense your feelings. I think any animal, because they have a different language to us, but they are far more in tune with different energy levels and how people are feeling and reacting around them. It's like, I know if I'm working with one of the horses that is more laid back and not really that engaged, if I raise my energy level, like with Doubtson, she's a super chilled out horse. She can have her moments, but I've had to raise my energy levels with her over the years to actually get her to engage and work effectively, to work on her own muscles and her posture. Whereas someone like Micah, who is quite an anxious horse, who has lots of energy, who just wants to rush around everywhere, I have to lower my energy levels. And a classic example of that is Nika. Nika is a very stressy mare, and Nika, those of you that follow us regularly will know that Nika's had all sorts of health problems recently, from problems with her teeth to ulcers in her eyes, abscess in her feet, white line disease. And yesterday her eye was very swollen, and she really doesn't like having drops put in, and she starts running around and she doesn't respect your personal space, and she'll plough over the top of you. And if you react in the same way and try and control that energy, then she just gets more stressy and more bolshy. So you have to stand with her and just be very quiet and very calm and try and transfer those lower energy levels across to her. And then she does respond. Do I ever do jumps with them, Neo? Renska's done a lot of jumping in her time. Friesians aren't generally built for jumping, but some of them find it easier than others, because they're very sort of upright in front and they have this high head and neck carriage. It's not always ideal for them, but Renske and Doubtson have been across to a place called Craven Country Ride that's about an hour and a half from here, and they have like a fun cross-country course. So we used to take them there and just take them for a little bit of fun. We wouldn't jump anything big. So, it's always been about just giving them a change of scenery and just letting them have fun. Dressage as well, a lot of people like to do a bit of dressage with Friesians. I've done a fair bit over my time. I've always trained them on the dressage principles, because it's all about overall fitness, suppleness, and having the body working in a way that's going to be beneficial to their overall health. So I've always worked on those principles. I have done some competing over the years, but it's not something that interests me. But it can certainly be very beneficial to them. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Susan. Susan, thank you so much. Susan is lovely lady who's actually sponsored one of our gates in the girls' new turnout area. So thank you very much for that, and thank you to all our sponsors down there and anybody who's contributed towards getting that incredible project up and running. It's so lovely to have so many of you as part of the ongoing history for the sanctuary and the farm as a whole. And I'm hoping that all the donor boards are going to be arriving in the next week, so we can have them all up and on display in time for the official opening. Kath, have you spent with horses? Yeah, pretty much most of my life. You know, whether it was a pony as a child, I was very lucky that my mum and dad bought a little pony, Patchy he was called. He was a little 11-2 Shetland Cross Welsh, and he taught me how to ride because I never had riding lessons. In fact, I never had any lessons until I got the Friesians, but I've ridden race horses, backed an awful lot of thoroughbreds over the years for racing. Not a world that I like or enjoy these days. And you know, every horse that I've worked with over the years has taught me something, and they continue to teach me every single day. I am Marwen, I think. Sorry if I've said your name wrong. Watching you ride is peaceful. Thank you. Hopefully I haven't waffled too much. Kim, the gates are beautiful. The gates have actually come from a local company called Hannafins that was actually set up by Mike Hannafin, who was my dad's uncle, but younger than him. Don't ask. And it's now run by his two sons, because unfortunately Mike Hannafin passed away a number of years ago. But he set up the company, and the quality of the gates are phenomenal. And then the rest of the fencing has come from another local company, Mole Supplies. So we are very lucky, you know, we've had incredibly talented local workmen working on the area, from Tony, who's done all the groundwork and has been project manager down there to coordinate everything, to David and Mike, who've done the fencing, to the team from Warings who've got that building up. And then Vince has popped in and helped out with a few things towards the end. Yeah, it's just been lovely teamwork. And then of course we've had Steve from Baymix and some other local guys who've helped with the concreting. But anyway, those of you who are new to the channel today won't have any idea what I'm talking about, but if you look at the vlogs, you'll get an idea. What area are we in? We're in the southern part of the Lake District National Park, Cartmel, Cumbria, in the north of England. Anyway, we're back up at the farm. So I'll hop off at the gates, those beautiful gates, Nancy's gates, that sit against Jamie's wall. Do I ever ride Western? No, I have ridden Western, not on the Friesians. Oh, we've got more jets coming over. Ren's not fussed by the jets, are you, Ren? There's the beautiful girl. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, you can catch up on replay. It wasn't a long hack, but hopefully a nice relaxing one. Right, come on then, Ren. You're going to come through the gates, or are you going to head back down to the boys? You can't go down there with your tack on though, darling. I've opened the gate the wrong way. Are you coming through? Come on then. You're going to come through. You can go back with the boys if you want to. Come on, darling. Oh, look, there's Princey over there getting his Hoffmag. Oh, sorry, squeaky gate. I think we need to get some WD-40 on that. Oh, Renske. Oh, Remin. She's going to go to a parking bay. You're right, gorgeous girl. So there's the lovely lady who took you out. Do you want to give everyone kisses? Everyone say thank you to Auntie Ren for taking you for a nice gentle hack. She's a beautiful girlie. And look, there's little Smurfy getting his Hoffmag. Is it? So this is what I was talking about on the live, the PEMF, the pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. So Molly's just got him on the lowest setting and you can see how it's moving through his body. But as an older gentleman, he will have a lot of tension and inflammation. So this will do him the world of good. But I'm not going to film too much because Frey here from the Frey Day videos, you're getting a vlog today, aren't you? So you'll have to watch out for Frey's next video to see a little bit more of Smurfy's PEMF session. Lorna says, thank you, Ren. As does Kath. Yeah, no, she was lovely. Yeah, she didn't stumble at all behind, so definitely those hind shoes have made all the difference. We only went down to the racecourse stables. Oh no, of course, I've not taken down to Cartmel yet. This is bad. Molly's been with us for... Yeah. Oh, and there's Lisa up there. She's been harrowing. Here we go, Ren. We'll get your tack off. Sorry, I'll have to give you close-ups of the saddle. That's Lisa going past with the harrow. She's been harrowing the arena and she's going to go up and do the tracks. This is where Arthur, our Polaris, is fantastic. You know, we couldn't live without him now. Again, thanks to some incredibly kind people. Jamie over in the US who got the campaign up and running. One of our sponsors who prefers to remain anonymous, which is absolutely fine. And many of the rest of our community. Right, let's get your saddle off, Ren. Let's pop it over here. Sorry, random filming now. Anyway, I'm going to get Ren sorted out. I'm going to go and get her a treat. We'll get your bridle off. Sorry, Ren. Let me undo that. I do say I could just ride her in a head collar. She doesn't actually need a bridle because she's so good, aren't you, darling? Let's take that off and I'll go and get you. Do you want a banana, carrot, apple, one of each? Nancy, definitely. I think we'll get you an apple. She always holds on to the bit for a little while. Frey, would you mind just stopping the music in there so that I can walk through there? Look at the lovely Ren face.
Hey Siri.
Apple and a banana.
Stop.
And a carrot. Thanks, Frey. Right, let's go through to the feed room. Oh, Ren, are you going to come through? Yeah? On the floor? What are you doing on the floor? Are you having fun down there? You are, aren't you? You having a little kip? Oh, thanks. Thanks. Right. Let's right, we do have bananas. Let's get Ren a banana, a carrot, and an apple. So thanks as always to everybody who buys all of these fruity treats off our wish list. You know, I know some places say donate carrots to the horses and they don't actually get the carrots, but we make sure that if you donate carrots or apples or bananas or anything like that, the horses do actually get them. Oh, is that nice? Oh no, you've taken the whole thing. There we really? That I am being quite rude giving treats in front of you, aren't I? There, of course, is everybody's favourite rainbow boy. There, have a little bit of the banana, but don't eat it all because it's Renske's. Oh my goodness. Renske, he has left you a little bit. Here we go. Half a banana. There you go. Yes, Nira, I'm going to put your quick kick on. He has this little gadget here. Oh, it's not working. It's not working, hence why you're kicking it. We need to put that on charge, don't we? Right, Ren, if you give me a minute, I'll give you a wipe down and we'll get your jumper back on. I know, Nero. Nero, it's not all about you. He says it is. Mum, it is. Give me more food. Give me more food. Look, I'm showing my holy gloves now. That's really bad, isn't it? And then we've got Niki Noodles, poor little Niki Noodles next door. Hello, my darling, with her poorly eyes. And I actually sent Sam a picture. I don't know whether you can see that that's gone very cloudy where she's got the ulcer. But Sam's here tomorrow and he's going to check on that because he said that she could have uveitis, have I said that right? But she's having antibiotic drops in there at the moment. And she's obviously got her foot poulticed up as well because Chris popped open another abscess in her foot on Monday. But it's draining well and she's sound on it, which is good. Anyway, I'm going to go and get Ren before she disappears off down the track to go and see the boys again. Oh, she's on a mission. Oh, she's spotted Uber. She wants to go and chat to Uber. Oh, Ren, honestly, you are such a flirt. Well, thank you, Kim, for joining me and Ren. No, Ren, don't go down to the boys because you need your jumper on first. Right, I'm going to have to end the live because otherwise she's going to disappear. Thank you all for